What's up? It's Lawrence Hicks Wilson. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome back to my channel if it's not. Today, move chord. We're going to talk about Mary J. Blige's No More Drama, specifically the 2002 reissue special edition. Let's get into it.
Don't ever doubt you'll be a someone. Always go for what you want. Get up and put your purpose on. Get up, feel the sunshine on your face. Believe that you deserve it all. Put in the work and you will end up far. This is my show and tell. So tell me, are you ready to get it on? So tell me, yeah. So tell me, are you ready? So tell me, are you ready for me? So tell me, are you ready? Tell me, are you ready?
All right. Let's get into it quickly now. I'm not going to keep y'all long, Saints, amen? But I just want to talk about this amazing woman, this amazing artist that my mom played, and this is why I love her, Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip-hop soul. We're going to talk about her album, No More Drama. Since we're in 2002, this is the 2002 edition. So let's just get into it real quick. This is Mary coming off of her last album, 1999's Mary, which is a personal favorite from my mom's. And you know, the discussion happens a lot, like which Mary album is the best, which is her most relatable, which her most hard-hitting, what's the, you know what I mean, what has the most hits. This album also has a special edition, a 2-disc special edition. I also have that version too, but this is the version my mom had, and when she got it, she wrote on it in pen, Mary, you are the you know. And she also went to the concert, the tour that happened, and had a keychain that she got from this, and lost it when we were taking the bus one day selling candy. But Mary, my mom adores you, and I wish she was here, you know, so I could, you know, I don't know, I wish I could have always introduced her to you or something, you know, because she really was like a big Mary J. Blige fan. So after this album, she had to jump back into the studio and get back on the time. This album was originally released in 2001. This is the 2001 edition, and it has the Family Affair hit. It has the No More Drama hit. Of course, that's what the cornerstone of this album was, and the single Dance For Me, which is redone and re-edited on this version. The version on here is different, as well as a few other songs. But we're going to get into No More Drama, the 2002 edition, and the differences between the standard and the special edition. So going just back one more time, Mary's last album, just to give y'all a background and kind of pivot a little bit, this was more of a, you know, a regal Mary, more soulful. You know, at this time, this is 1999. You have artists like Destiny's Child, Britney Spears, and Brandy and Monica. So Mary really took a more regal and more feminine approach in that, right, as far as the look was concerned. But as far as the sound, the album doesn't completely sound like The Writings on the Wall or Brandy's Never Say Never or anything like that. They really took a more neo-soul approach. So yes, you have those, you know, the track 2 on here is like Can't Help It, which has Jadakiss, I believe, and it gives you that hip-hop feeling that Mary J. Blige always comes with. But the rest of the songs, like Beautiful Ones and Time and Memories, it kind of gives you more of a soul, kind of like if Lauryn Hill was singing it. Again, we were just talking about that in the video right before this. And then you have like the ballads like Give Me You, the big ballads, you know, because at the time that's what was popping, you know, the For You I Wills, the My Heart Will Go Ons, the Have You Evers. So she needed that Give Me You, in which she gave it to us. And you got those bangers that kind of remind you of what Mary J. Blige always gives us on her albums. Those bangers like Your Child, those bangers like No Happy Holidays, which she performed. So that's what she was coming from off of this album. We're going to talk about that album more. But going into No More Drama, 2001, 2002, I'm sure they needed something fresh, something that was of that time. So when you have the reissue and you have the standard edition really exudes that. So when you listen to this version, it really sounds like a 2001 record, especially when you get to songs on the album like Crazy Games, and you get to songs like Keep It Moving, and you get to songs like those songs specifically, because those songs are on this version and they're not on this version, which paints the color a little bit different between the two albums. So in my opinion, if you ask me, I would say that this version really gives you the Mary that everybody's kind of used to. It kind of has like that hip hop edge. It kind of gives you everything. But this is a more progressive version because it really sounds like it was of that time with the tracks that are on here and that's not on this version. So starting off, both versions start off with Love. It goes straight into Family Affair after that. The lead single off of this album. Steal Away, which is my favorite off of this album. Steal Away, that Neptune's production, the way Pharrell is singing, the way he produced it, the way Mary is singing, her harmonies, the way she's riding the beat, her runs and rolls. I really like that song, Steal Away, and I wish that she performed it more, or maybe had a video. Could have did something. I feel like it could have. After that, on this version, you have He Think I Don't Know, and on this version you have Crazy Games. Again, when you hear He Think I Don't Know, you hear those R&B piano chords, soulful chords come in first, and it comes in with like a slower kind of BPM where you think she's getting into the more bluesy part of her musical sound, which is kind of reminiscent of the My Life days. Now that's why this album sounds like this as far as this version. Now this version, it has Crazy Games. Now Crazy Games, it kind of starts off with a more electronic sound. It has like a little beeper going off, like a bomb is about to blow up, or like the Matrix is about to start, or like she's in a time machine or something. It just sounds very electronic, and not as natural as He Think I Don't Know starts off, because that's, you know, the soulful and the bluesy, you know what I'm saying? That's what Mary is really about. But the Crazy Games, if you listen to that song, it really sounds like it's of that time, 2001, and it was just them keeping up with what was going on. That song is good. I really like that song, Crazy Games, anyway, amongst other songs like Keep It Moving. Speaking of Keep It Moving, let's keep it moving. They go straight into PMS after that, which is on this album too, and that's where the track they go into after, and go into No More Drama. I like that the song PMS because, again, it really touches that female audience that could relate to that, which is what she's saying directly into her lyrics and how she's singing. But if you take away all of the female connotations, like, okay, PMS and all that stuff, it's really relatable to somebody that's really just not having a good day, that's dealing with insecurities on the day-to-day and trying to keep themselves secure. And it's just like, sometimes you really want to be left alone. Sometimes you really just don't have any wits about you, and it's just one of those times, like, and I know that I'm probably not being the nicest right now, and I know I got an attitude, you know what I'm saying? So I know the ladies felt that record. I never really got I wonder what my mom thought about this album, because by this time my mom was still stuck on her album that came out before this, because I remember when No More Drama came out, she was playing this album, but she was still excessively playing this record. Like, it was something about this record, and I feel like it's underappreciated, it's very slept on. I'm sure Mary felt like it wasn't maybe accepted like her other records, but I'm telling you, Mary, your fans loved it just as much as your other records. I promise you, it still felt like one of those Mary records, even though the sound slightly changed. But again, getting back on the sound we were expecting probably on this album, that's what this album is giving. 100%. So you go straight into No More Drama, which is a banger. I believe that's the single that won her a Grammy. If she didn't win that Grammy, I know for sure she performed, but I know she's a Grammy Award winner in the 90s and in the 2000s. Go Mary. And then you have Keep It Moving coming on after that. I want to know why they didn't put Keep It Moving on here. But I'll tell you, this is the Rainy Days version. This is the standard Family Affair version. This is the Rainy Days No More Drama. This is, Family Affair No More Drama. So that's the difference between these two. So the sound and the production of Rainy Days and the vibe, I feel like they centered the album's flow around the Rainy Days single. you know, because it was more hip hop, it was more edge, it was more, you know what I'm saying? And Ja Rule was popping big time at this moment. So, you know, you don't have Family Affair on here. I mean, Family Affair. I'm sorry, y'all. You don't have Rainy Days on here. That's not on this version. So on this version, you just have it going straight into Keep It Moving, which is not on this album at all. It's only on this version. And Keep It Moving, I just like how Mary goes off. Her ad-libs towards the end of the song, towards the bridge, the way she's going in, the way she's going off on, you know what? I'm not humble, but I have my own, and I'm not ashamed to say that I have my own. And I'm going to address when people make me feel like I'm not real because I have what I have, or you want to just be my friend or try to take it from me because you're jealous. So you don't even know anything about me. You don't know what I'm going through. And, you know, you just want to be in this role in my life, which is, it's very relatable. I really like that song and how she's going off, because I feel like I could relate, even though I'm not in that Mary J. Blige. I'm not Mary J. Blige, but I'm sure once, you know, getting there, I'd like to achieve what Mary J. Blige had achieved and is achieving. And I'm sure when you're in those positions, you can have a difficult time separating the two. Like, who wants to be my friend really for me, and who just wants to be around for what I have or what my status is. And people kind of counting you out, you know, like, oh, you're not tough, you're not this because you're perfect and you got it made, or your life is great, or you got money, you know, you got glitz and glam, you're not about it. And it's like, I'm a real person. So I really like that song, Keep It Moving. I wish it would have been on this version, but it's not, but it's okay. They replaced it with Rainy Days, which is Justice. Rainy Days, everybody knows that single. Rainy Days with Ja Rule, with that music video, that hot outfit Mary J. Blige is displaying in this video. This album cover gives me Aaliyah because of the red and the lips and the pose, and it also gives me Brandy because of the white background and the pose and the lips and the, you know, it's just really hot. You know what I'm saying? At this time, 2002, coming off of 2001. But more so, it's Mary J. Blige to a T, the ghetto fabulous that she is. At this time, I believe she was still doing like MAC Cosmetics, or she had some endorsements herself too. So yeah, Mary J. Blige is always fly with what she's wearing and with her accessories. And it displays in that video, Rainy Days. So I'm glad that they was smart about choosing the cover and not just choosing an outtake of what they already had. So this was a really good pull. And that video is really hot. It's really dope. It screams 2002 and what music videos was given. But you know what? I do kind of miss music videos with those kind of graphics. I'm not really into the perfect 4K and making it all look real. Sometimes it's okay to keep the illusion. We all know that it's fake. For them to be standing in front of a water wall and spinning around it, you don't need to look that real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can keep me in the imagination. So I really appreciate videos like that. And fun fact, did y'all know that song was originally penned for TLC and they turned it down? Hence the lyrical contents, don't go chasing waterfalls, living crazy, sexy, and cool. That would have been quite interesting to see TLC do at this point in 2002. And I believe that single was released, if not at the end of 2001, it was at the top of 2002 during the springtime. So it would have been cool to see TLC kick off their 3D album with that and seeing them together at that point, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So after that, you got Where I've Been featuring Eve. You have Destiny on here. I really like that song, Destiny. And I think y'all should get into it. Again, the production style screams 2001 for that time. I love the lyrical content because it feels like it's covering everything that she's been through, you know, thus far from all the albums that she's given us. She's talking about her destiny, and I think that is super appropriate. Where I've Been featuring Eve, I'm glad they still included that track on this version of Mary J. Blige is No More Drama, featuring Eve, because the sound, the production style, it's super appropriate for what this album needed in the era, what the era was given at the time. I also like how the packaging is different, of course. This one has like the yellow, this one has the pink, and the disc is blue, and this disc is pink. You know what I mean? It kind of sets off all of those different tones, and that's on the album packaging and what have you. So yeah, kudos to them for the nice futuristic packaging. And the pictures are different. I have the CD in the CD player still right now, but this is what that version looks like when you open it, and this one looks different when you open it. And the pictures are slightly different. Like for instance, I'm sure but you can immediately tell that the picture where it says Mary is on the inside, and they replaced the other picture with a nice shot of her face profile. And I believe that's the No More Drama single cover photo. If you look at the No More Drama single cover, if you look it up, and then they excluded that picture of that nice shot of Mary's lips. But the photos on the inside are still the same, and they're all in the same order. It's just the outside and the back side of the album liner. But the back covers are the same, and the colors vary. So I really could appreciate the difference, if you know what I mean. So this one belongs to that one. Again, my mom used to always tag her CDs with her initials and different stuff. So even on this Mary CD, like I told you on this one, she wrote Mary You the Ish. And I don't know what happened to her original copy. I'm sure my sister had it and now it's gone. Love you, sis. But she wrote on this one as well. RD. Love you, Mom. And now I have this version. My mom did not buy this version, but my auntie did. So I remember one day getting into my auntie's car like, this is the same album, but a different cover. But now I understand. So after that, you know, you have Where I've Been, you have Beautiful Day, which is on the standard version as well. And you have Dance For Me. Beautiful Day, I really like the production of that and the positive feeling that it exudes. It makes me feel like Mary is in a cartoon world walking down the street with the sun dancing, the trees dancing, and everything smiling at her. And again, it's screaming that production style has changed from 1999 to 2002. So everything that was going on between 01 and 02, if you want to think about production style, Beautiful Day is a good example of what sound was popping and what was going on at that time. As well as Dance For Me, and what other song would I say? Rainy Days for sure. So Dance For Me featuring Common on this version. Dance For Me on this version, what track is Dance For Me? It's on track 11, but this one, it's track 10. The versions are different because you have a different rapper on here, and it's longer, and the ad-libs are they're the same, but the way that they place the timing of her vocals are different. But on this version, it's shorter, and it has Common setting it off and getting straight to the point, and the timing is different. But I love both versions, and it was a single, and it has a single EP to it and a music video, which is pretty dope. So Mary had quite a few videos for this era: Rainy Days, No More Drama, Family Affair, and Dance For Me. So get into it. And if I'm missing a video, please forgive me and let me know what it is. What's your favorite song and video off of this album and off of these albums, No More Drama? And which version do you like? Which version is superior? No More Drama version 1 versus version 2. Which one you picking? Which one are you picking? Look, so getting into the end of these albums, you got No More Drama Remix, which is only on this version, featuring P.Diddy and Mario Winans, who was coming up at the time. I believe he's on I Need a Girl Part 2. He's the I Don't Wanna Know singer. I believe he's related to the Winans, if I'm not mistaken. Nobody else has that name. But you have that remix, and it kind of it gives you a reminiscence of how P. Diddy and Mary used to hook up back in the day as Puff Daddy and Mary on her other remixes from like the Real Love days and My Life days. So I'm glad that they put that on here, and that, you know, they telling you that they're back together. And, I really love when artists are consistent like that. So with No More Drama, you have Flying Away coming in after that. As well as after Dance For Me, you have Flying Away coming in on this version, and Never Been after that, as well as this version. In the meantime, but after that one, you have To You, and To You, of course, is on here. And in the meantime, and then you have that beautiful Forever No More poem recited by Mary. And if you knew that Mary didn't graduate from high school and she had just got her GED around this time, or if not 99, you would know that her probably reading that poem and writing that poem was something very personal to her. And it shows your resilience, strength, and just everything that Mary is. and probably what she already was, even if she didn't get that GED. So I really like that poem that she put on here, because it shows you an evolution of a young girl embracing her womanhood. Testimony, which is beautiful. You know, just her testimony of everything that she's been through. Think about the My Life days. Think about the relationships that she had to go through and that she shared with us, you know, and the stories that she shared growing up in a tough neighborhood in Yonkers. So, you know, Mary's story, testimony on both versions. And then that's how you just package up No More Drama, coming into this full circle moment for Mary. No more drama, you know. Now I'm just embracing who I am at this point, and I'm not feeding into anything that makes me feel negative or down about myself. And yeah, this was a hot album. Definitely giving it a 10. But again, which one y'all choosing? Which one of y'all choosing? No More Drama version 1 versus No More Drama version 2. Okay, No More Drama, the Family Affair version versus No More Drama, the Rainy Days version. Which one are you choosing? And which Mary album is your favorite? And let me know which Mary album do you want me to cover next. I already started another one, so let me know which one y'all want to see next. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my newest videos and my newest EP, Open Up Your Heart, on all streaming platforms, and my newest music video on my YouTube platform. And check out my other album reviews, you know, Brandy, B2K, and that hot Tweet and Ashanti retrospective. So, yeah, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.